Good morning, this is your AI host, Jay. I'm here with the automatically generated, Journato, morning headlines on January 14, 2024. TB Joshua exposé, how the disgraced pastor faked his miracles. BBC, Prophet TB Joshua was a sex friend to more than a dozen of his former disciples, City Press. News 24, entertainers who sought miracles at TB Joshua's synagogue. Punch newspapers, This Life Within Tharbi NH-LARPO, TB Joshua documentary, Is It Time to Abolish Churches? News 24, TB Joshua, unpacking the dark side of the angel of light. Trump blasts judge for denying trial delay for mother-in-law funeral. The Independent, Trump trial twist, George Conway reveals he's admitted into evidence in Carroll case. MSNBC, why is Trump back in court for another E. Jean Carroll trial? The Independent, Trump set for NH rally on day court was told he'd be going to funeral. Boris Akunin, Russia designates author, foreign agent. BBC, Russian author Boris Akunin designated a foreign agent. The Independent, Russia lists writer Akunin, journalist Minkin among latest foreign agents. Radio Free Europe, Radio Liberty, Russia designates popular writer a foreign agent over Ukraine stance. The Guardian, renowned Russian writer Boris Akunin labeled foreign agent. 2024 election, latest news on the Iowa caucuses. The Independent, Iowa caucuses, what voters are thinking ahead of Republican contest. BBC, what are caucuses and why is the first one in Iowa so important? Sky News, Iowa caucuses, storm disrupts final stretch of high-stakes Republican race. Israel strikes southern Gaza city swollen with displaced people. BBC, more than 30 Palestinians killed in overnight Israeli airstrikes. Evening Standard, Israel's war on Gaza updates. Army attacks in Gaza kill 135 in 24 hours, Israel war on Gaza news. Al Jazeera English, Hamas-run health ministry says 23,843 Gazans killed since October 7. The Times of Israel, hostilities in the Gaza Strip and Israel, flash update number 91, EN.R, occupied Palestinian territory. Queen Margrethe, will abdication cause a ripple effect? BBC, Denmark, royal troops rehearse ahead of Crown Prince Frederic's royal succession ceremony, WION. WION, the secret weapon of the Danish monarchy's survival, ABC News. ABC News, Australia, Denmark's royal handover a far cry from King Charles' coronation as Queen Margrethe II hands reins to son. Red Sea crisis could shatter hopes of global economic recovery. The Guardian, have the Houthi Red Sea attacks hurt Israel's economy? Al Jazeera English, Houthi attacks on ships disrupt global trade, escalate European trade costs. The Indian Express, what the Red Sea airstrikes mean for energy, inflation and retail. The Times, what could the escalation in Red Sea cost to the world? Live discussion, WION. Thousands march on Washington to demand ceasefire in Gaza. The Guardian, pro-Palestinian protesters in London appear to chant in support of Yemen and storm a McDonald's. The Telegraph, millions across the world to march for peace. Stop the War Coalition, justice is lacking. Pro-Palestine demonstrators gather in London. Guardian News, thousands march through Derry in support of Palestine. U.S. Defence Secretary Lloyd Austin remains in hospital with prostate cancer. Sky News, U.S. Defence Secretary Lloyd Austin remains in hospital, Pentagon. BBC, Austin ordered strikes from hospital where he continues to get prostate cancer care, Pentagon says. The Independent, Biden chides defense chief Austin over hospitalization row, but backs him. NDTV, Lloyd Austin, Biden backs defense secretary despite lapse in judgment. Yemen bombing, Cameron warns of more military action if Red Sea attacks continue. The Independent, US delivers private message to Iran after Yemen strikes. BBC, Houthis vow retaliation for US, UK attacks, DW News. DW News, the West's military action against the Houthis is doomed to fail. Middle East Eye, editorial, targeted strikes against Houthi rebels are moral and right. This was all for the news. Thanks for listening. Please do not forget to like and subscribe.